Of that, would like for you to share your experience with us on the nature of planning education. You've just talked generally on planning as a profession, right? But the education now and how and its contribution actually to urban development in Nigeria.
Yeah, I can imagine. I think planning education actually started from my knowledge of planning education history. Started from Polytechnic Ibadan, and that was from an United Nations agency that actually started planning education at the Polytechnic Ibadan at the diploma level. I think they later now upgraded it to postgraduate diploma level. So the indigenous town planning or locally trained town planners actually started from Polytechnic Ibadan. And so many of our foreigners, even in consultancy, that we are proud of, most of them attended Polytechnic Ibadan. Before, most of them now travel to Australia, to US, to UK, or to Europe for their postgraduate degrees. And then later, we now have Yaba College of Tech, we have Ibadan Polytechnic. I think Ife should be the first awarding of Nsuka, BSc awarding a degree. Now, if I can recollect it very well. And we have so many planning schools now in Nigeria. So it means the implication of that is that in different areas of Nigeria, because planning takes into consideration the socio-economic setting of different environments. The planning in Lagos, the way you will plan the use of land in Lagos will be somehow different from you will do it at Bauchi. Because of their cultural differences, religious differences, the way they do their marketing, buying and selling is different. So we are planning schools in virtually all areas of Nigeria, and that is a plus in terms of quality of contribution of planning education to town or urban development. Because you rarely see any senatorial district without a planning school. Very rare. Senatorial districts in Nigeria. Each state has 3 senatorial districts. If it is not at polytechnic level, it is going to be at university level. At least you see one. And that has a lot of influence on the nature of urban development. Because most of the students, they will do their research or practical works on using those towns as their laboratory, as case studies. And at one point or the other, when they are doing all this, they will meet the traditional rulers who are stakeholders. They will meet societies, clubs, they will meet the market women. Because they will ask questions from those people, what they want, what are their challenges. They will meet community development associations. So those are things that planning schools will teach you. That when you want to plan, it's not that you just assume that, because most of the theories that we learn from school, at least my generation, they are not locally developed theories. They were based on advanced countries, and you can't apply them directly to our own setting. So through those local researches, that those schools at the polytechnic level, at the university level, as well as at master's and PhD levels, most of those researches actually have case studies based on domesticated. So from there, one can now see the impact of planning. Because when they graduate, it is using the lands when they were in school that they will now put into practice in decision making. Maybe they are working as consultants, maybe they are working in any of the government agencies, all those MDAs, because they are already equipped with what is the scenarios about what is happening in our local environment, unlike what they read in textbooks. So when accreditation teams, when it comes to institutions for accreditations, they always insist that your school should be something that is common you have to create courses. For example, when the last time they came here, not even the last time, before the other time, they said we should even advance our coastal zone management course, because even like it's a coastal zone.
Yeah.
So when they go to other areas, maybe in the north, they talk about agriculture or something that is, or climate change. So those are the impacts of planning directly. And, you know, it is those planning schools that even produce people that works in consultancy.